I'm not dependent on punch power, you know. You know, it takes a lot more than that to be a great fighter. A lot more than that to be a great fighter. So there's various ways I'll win. But I got the fighter spirit, and that's how I'll go in there and break him down with my spirit.
After this.
But he can't though. That's what I'm saying. Like he's not even equipped to fight this dude. He's not. It's going to have to be a bunch of stuff in there. Joshua will punish this man.
It's impossible for somebody like Anthony Joshua, who is so big and so strong, to even think he's going to take it easy. Because even if he tries to take it easy, he's so powerful, so strong that even those punches that are being easy are still going to hurt.
Anthony Joshua delivered a powerful reality check to Jake Paul at the press conference, telling him straight up that believing he can win is pure delusion and a sign he doesn't understand the gap between them. Joshua explained that he accepted this matchup mostly as a financial move, a strategic business decision that allows him to secure a major payday without risking his position in the sport. But he also warned that once they enter the ring, all business talk disappears and instinct takes over. And in that space, he stands miles ahead in skill, discipline, and ring IQ. Joshua made it clear that his experience against world-class heavyweights, his ability to read opponents, and his natural knockout power are things Jake has never felt before. The message was unmistakable. Jake may play the showman, but Joshua arrives as a seasoned champion who intends to remind everyone what true elite boxing looks like.
Yeah, I deliver what I was supposed to deliver years ago. I deliver what they ran from. I deliver what he asked for $50 million for. I'm gonna give him a $50 million knockout.
I honestly listen to what people say sometimes. They're avoided, this person's running. I honestly think some people are deluded. Really, I do think that they've got some sort of a long-term concussion because no one's running. In terms of 50 million, I'm a businessman. If there was 50 million on the table, you think I'm not going to take it for a fight?
Algieri expanded on why this fight is almost perfectly timed for Joshua, explaining that it gives him a safe and controlled way to return to the ring after a stretch of inactivity following his last setback. He emphasized that this matchup allows Joshua to rebuild rhythm, sharpen timing, and regain confidence without the pressure of facing a top contender immediately. Algieri described it as a scenario where Joshua can stay active, earn an impressive purse, and work himself back into full competitive flow while keeping the danger levels extremely low, more like a structured training environment than a war. He highlighted that this fight benefits Joshua in every category. Financially, it's huge. Mentally, it eases him back into the spotlight. And physically, it lets him reestablish his dominance with minimal risk. According to Algieri, this is a smart, calculated step that positions Joshua for bigger opportunities once he's fully tuned and ready.
What are we talking here? Like, it's going to be an exhibition? No, it's a fight. You're a heavyweight. You're calling out heavyweights. You're calling out a heavyweight. You're calling out Anthony Joshua, former world champion. You're calling him out on short notice. It's a fight. You're going to wear 10-ounce gloves and you're going to fight 10 rounds, and that's what it is. I don't understand any idea of anything else. Oh, it's going to be 8-2s. Is it going to be 15-ounce gloves? What the hell are we doing? This is boxing. You want to fight a real guy? You're fighting a real guy, which I am very respectful. And I respect the hell out of Jake Paul if he does step in the ring with Anthony Joshua, no matter what happens. Kid's got balls of steel, and I applaud you.
Well, the reason I say we don't know yet because Jake Paul has fought in his last fight with Gervonta Davis was going to be an exhibition. They had to do that because of the weight difference. This is still a weight difference here. I mean, Anthony.
No, there's not. No, it's not. It's heavyweight. It's the same weight class.
Well, what do you consider Jake Paul? Cruiserweight or heavyweight?
Heavyweight. How much did he weigh his last fight?
He's fought at cruiserweight. He's also fought at heavyweight. Against Tyson was at heavyweight. He was.
What was his last fight? He's a cruiser. He's a heavyweight.
What was
he
his
was
last
two?
Fight?
It was
his last fight was a cruiser against Chavez. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like the reason Gervonta Davis fight.
He fought Chavez after Tyson. I guess Tyson was that long ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was a year ago. This week, I was looking at my Instagram memories. I was in Dallas, Texas, getting ready for me pooping my pants on Netflix. That was about a year ago. Exhibition. These are questions that are asked. These are questions that are attached to Jake Paul events.
Eddie Hearn went deeper into the negotiation side, explaining that while Joshua is absolutely interested in the fight with Jake Paul, The team is moving carefully because Paul has a pattern of announcing fights and then backing out, delaying or changing conditions at the last moment. Hearn said this unpredictable behavior forces Joshua's camp to stay flexible, always prepared for sudden shifts while still maintaining high-level training. He stressed that if Paul finally sticks to his word, the event could result in one of the most lucrative paydays Joshua has ever received, financially massive, globally marketable, and capable of grabbing mainstream attention. But Hearn also emphasized that excitement must be balanced with patience, strategy, and professionalism to protect Joshua from unnecessary disruptions. He explained that their team is carefully managing the uncertainty that comes with Paul's reputation, ensuring Joshua's career trajectory isn't thrown off track. In the end, Hearn's assessment showed that preparation, caution, and opportunity all need to work together so Joshua can secure the reward without letting chaos interfere with his long-term goals.
Jake Paul news seemed to come to a surprise for many. How close are we to making that fight, Eddie?
Not that close. I mean, there are conversations. There's a lot of hurdles to overcome. But if he's serious about the fight and if it can get made, there's a very good chance we'll do it.
Is it on Netflix, and what did DAZN have to say of the fact that it made?
One of the hurdles to overcome. But we were going to have an 8-round run out in December. Just so happens it might be against Jake Paul.
Have you spoke to Nikisa? I know you're not friends with him. What are the conversations you've had?
That's who we're talking about, you know. And if they're serious and if it's real, there's a good chance. But listen, we could wake up tomorrow and he's announced another opponent and he just used AJ's name for clout. Listen, I have to respect him if he takes the fight. But who knows?
What do you think Dana White will make of this fight?
I mean, he did Mayweather against McGregor. He doesn't like Jake Paul. I really couldn't care less what he thinks about the fight. AJ's going to make close to or around a career high payday, and we'll take every single cent of it.
Paulie Malignaggi expanded on Joshua's mentality, saying that even if the matchup is technically labeled an exhibition, Joshua's mindset doesn't allow half-speed, half-vert boxing. When Joshua enters the ring, he treats every opponent, celebrity, or champion with the seriousness of a world title fight. Malignaggi highlighted his discipline, footwork, sharp timing, and ability to read weaknesses instantly, explaining that these tools allow Joshua to punish mistakes with brutal precision. Ryan Garcia supported the analysis by saying that even when Joshua intentionally tones down his power, it's still dangerous, because his natural strength, heavyweight leverage, and clean punching mechanics make even controlled shots damaging. Both analysts agreed that Jake Paul is stepping into a situation far riskier than fans realize, because Joshua can dictate pace, control the distance, and apply pressure in ways Paul has never experienced. They added that Paul's survival depends on strategy, conditioning, and mental toughness, because any lapse could result in serious consequences. The overall discussion confirms that this fight demands total respect, disciplined preparation, and an understanding that Joshua's experience makes this challenge far more intense than the promotional hype suggests.
Bag now. And if you listen to this, it's definitely out of the bag.
Yeah, Fight for 84, big boxing movie that's hitting Netflix soon about the Olympic 84 team starring Jamie Foxx and Chris Algieri.
I am not starring in anything, but whatever. Yeah, no, I got a credit. I'm in it. I got some lines. So
That's amazing. That is so cool. I mean, this couldn't get any cooler. You're now in the movie, which is absolutely absurd.
yeah,
What a day.
hopefully,
What a life.
Hopefully, maybe there'll be more of this. Who knows? Who knows?
I think it's just the begining. I think this podcast is numbered. Our days are numbered.
No way.
This
I'm
guy's going Hollywood.
I'm never letting this go, Dan. This is I'm a ride or die.
I hope you get so big and become such a big actor that you are like delaying production because you have to film our podcast in your trailer.
Chris is in his trailer. Wait, he's got to finish his podcast with Dan.
They're like, who's Dan? Johnny Drama style.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, just
When he was on the set for
total
5
diva.
pounds.
Just total diva in every way possible.
Yes. Like we said, this episode is brought to you by ppv.com. December 6th, we're going to see Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. And guess what? We're going to talk to Lamont Roach on this episode. I caught up with Lamont and to get his thoughts on the fight with Pitbull, to get his thoughts on Jake Paul and and Anthony Joshua, which we're going to get to in a second, to get his thoughts on 140, potentially fighting at 135. That's coming up in just a little bit with Lamont Roach. Don't forget to order that fight with us at ppv.com and all the good stuff that comes along with that. That's December 6th. Lamont Roach is an awesome interview. Great guy.
Awesome guy. Forget the interview. He's just a good dude. I told you to tell him what's up. You probably
Oh,
didn't.
he said,
but-
what's up? He goes, where is he? I said, he's on a movie set. He goes, oh, yeah. He's got those movie star looks.
See, that's what I get. But yeah, no, he's a good dude. We see him. He trains down in Florida now. He's over at the Pro Box TV training facility, so we get to see him down there training. He's whipping on all the guys over there. But good people, good dude. Good. His dad's awesome. His brother Jordan's great. He's another one to look out for. I think is he a flyweight? I think he's a flyweight coming up, or a bantamweight. But yeah, great family, good boxing family, great boxing heritage.
Yeah, and I can't wait for that mega card. Big card December 6th, and he's the headliner. So we're going to get to him in a second. Some big news broke. Shocking news. According to Ring Magazine, Anthony Joshua is going to step in for Gervonta Davis and fight Jake Paul. We don't know yet if it's an exhibition. We don't know yet the rules set. We don't know the date. These are preliminary talks that are ongoing. Yes, I work for MVP. No, they don't tell me anything.
Dave Allen expanded on the growing criticism surrounding the matchup, saying people underestimate Joshua simply because the fight looks unconventional on the surface. He argued that while some fans treat it like a spectacle, Joshua himself is still in elite physical and competitive conditions. Strong, explosive, fast, and fully capable of overwhelming anyone who steps in front of him. Allen pointed out that unlike older or retired boxing legends who enter exhibition bouts with faded reflexes, Joshua remains an active and dangerous fighter whose athletic gifts are still at their peak. He explained that dismissing this fight as pure entertainment ignores the serious risks Jake Paul faces when going up against someone with Joshua's pedigree, discipline, and natural power. Allen also warned that casual viewers often misread these matchups, focusing only on social media hype rather than the brutal reality of ring dynamics. He emphasized that Joshua's preparation, experience, and mindset mean he can impose his will at any moment. Making this far more than a celebrity event, it's a situation demanding focus, respect, and recognition of Joshua's world-class level.
Probably shouldn't be licensed, but Florida are very kind of easy commission to get. Yeah, it'll be called an exhibition. It
will be an exhibition.
It probably will be called an exhibition.
What's the point?
For me, as long as that fight you mentioned just now, Spencer, as long as that roadmap is there and it's signed that he fights an interim guy as a warm-up afterwards and fights Tyson Fury next year and Fury's on board, I'm great with it. Otherwise, I do think his legacy's damaged if his last fight is with Jake Paul.
An exhibition is just a waste of time. They're for retired fighters. For retired fighters, it's a load of rubbish.
Yeah, listen, the guy's still in his athletic prime. I personally don't see the reason why they can't just do the Tyson Fury fight. Why do we need interims?
Well, we all want that.
Yeah, but why do we need interims? Why do we need warm-ups? We're talking about two experienced guys who've been the best, as you just said, of the last 10, 20 years. Let's get the fight on.
It's as ridiculous as Gervonta Davis going in with him, basically, isn't it, with Jake Paul,
Quite
frankly?
different mindsets. And what, again, listening to Eddie today and what he was saying, the damage that Anthony Joshua suffered mentally, not physically, because physically he's still all there, but mentally against Daniel Dubois, he needs to go through that process again. And they said, and that's just the whole getting your hands wrapped up, doing it, whether it's Jake Paul, whether it's a top 100 fighter, you go, that's the way Anthony Joshua ticks. He needs that before going into the... All roads lead to Fury, right? We all know that. Whether Fury...
Well, hopefully. Hopefully.